Hi there. I'm here visiting my friend Sarah and her new baby Charlie. I brought some books that my kids used to love when they were babies. I am so excited to talk to Sarah and see how things are going, and to talk to Charlie too. Now, some of you parents might find it surprising that I am going to talk to an infant, but it's been proven that children who heard a lot of talk as babies and who were encouraged to talk themselves were better prepared to learn when they entered school. In fact, research shows that some kids enter school having heard 30 million more words than other children because they have grown up in homes where there has been lots of family conversations. And you can start talking right away, even before your child is born. Babies recognize familiar voices they heard before birth, so talk, sing, and read to your child as much as possible. Once your baby is born, have intentional conversations with her throughout daily activities. This allows her to learn tones, rhythms, and speech patterns of your voice. This is how children learn to talk. Talk to your baby before you even begin an activity. Instead of just picking her up without warning, tell her what's going to happen. Continue to give her a play-by-play of what's going on while you're changing her diaper or getting her dressed. You might say, "Let's put a sock on this foot. Now let's put a sock on your other foot. There, now your feet are warm." It's also important to be responsive when she's babbling and moving around. Let her know that what she says means something and is important to you. Just because your baby can't talk yet doesn't mean she's not thinking about something. She can understand much of what you say, and she'll try to communicate with you. Pay attention to her body language and even her crying. For example, if your infant is babbling and stretching her arms out for her blanket, respond to her by saying, "Oh, you want your blanket? Here's your blanket. Isn't that soft?" By responding verbally to your child, you continue to introduce her to vocal tones, patterns of language, and new words. Every item your infant sees is a learning opportunity. Remember, infants don't know the names of any objects until we tell them. Carry your child around the house and talk about all the things you see together. When a child hears an object called the same name over and over, she learns to connect the spoken word with its meaning. For example, here's your teddy bear. You have a soft brown bear. The bear has two big eyes. By using specific words such as bear, eyes, brown, and the number 2, you are introducing your infant to the very beginnings of literacy and mathematics. Continue the learning by playing simple games like patty cake or this little piggy. As you play, talk about their hands and toes, touch them, and count them. Another fun game we play with infants is peekaboo. Try saying, "Where's Charlie?" "Oh, she's behind the blanket." Frequently using words like behind, inside, outside, up, or down helps your baby develop an understanding of words and their meanings. Now, infants don't understand everything they hear, but that's how the learning starts. Let's hear from Dr. Jill Eulenberg as she shares some research on the importance of talking to infants.
From experience, but also research tells us that the more parents talk to their children, the more they're going to learn, increase their vocabularies, and also improve their reading ability, their comprehension, their vocabulary size. Also, when you're engaging in conversation with that little one, be sure that you are engaging with them and giving them a turn to talk. We want to make sure that they have an opportunity to express, whether it's verbally or non-verbally through body language. But you want to be sure that you are noticing what they are doing, what the kinds of noises they're making, the kinds of gestures they're making, and you can repeat those back to the child. That helps them to see that, yes, you are engaged with them, you are watching what they're doing, and you're listening to what they're saying. And that kind of conversation also develops them into good learners, good readers later on. There has been recent research that's actually ongoing about infants and face-to-face engagement with the adults in their life. If those children are watching television, in MRI testing, their brains do not much of anything. But if they are engaged in a conversation with an adult, their brains light up like crazy. So they are truly learning and engaging if we do face-to-face conversation with them.
So many of these ideas can be done right inside the home, But it's important to take your child with you to places that are new to her. Together, you can explore her surroundings and talk about all the things she's experiencing. As your infant grows into a toddler, there are even more activities you can do. Be sure to watch Talking with Your Toddler and check out our additional resources on this website for more early learning opportunities.